Well, have you ever stopped to wonder why you automatically say, God bless you, when someone sneezes, or avoid walking underneath a leaning ladder? Why do we do those things? Whether you consider yourself superstitious or not, many people simply follow these traditions out of habit, not even really knowing why. So with Friday the 13th looming closer, it's tomorrow, y'all, we thought we'd break down 5 of the most common superstitions and their origins. Joining me to help break it all down today is the one, the only Trent Gilbreth. Hi, Trent.
Hi, Cara.
What's going on?
I'm on still such a high, a camping high.
Are you ready to go camping?
All day, every day.
Okay, I can't wait.
As long as David comes with.
Yes, I know, he's very prepared.
Yeah, my
Very
dad was
prepared.
an Eagle Scout, so I felt like the vibes of both of them. I stopped when I crossed over from
You
Cub
did?
Scouts.
It's fine. It's fine. I
Big
bet you can
regrets,
still
y'all.
tie a knot.
Exactly, yeah. And he taught us different knots on Facebook Live. Check it out, check it out.
Okay, all right, perfect.
Superstitions. I didn't realize how many of these I believe. Like, I still follow them in my everyday. Friday the 13th is unlucky. Let's start with that. There are a few options for its origin. For starters, the number 12 was considered perfect in some ancient cultures, so 13 was already going to seem subpar in comparison. Furthermore, Judas Iscariot, you know him, he betrayed Jesus Christ. He was the 13th person to arrive for the Last Supper. And then Norse mythology has a similar story in which chaos was introduced to the world by Loki's arrival at a godly dinner party, also the 13th guest. So that all explains 13, but it's a little more difficult to pinpoint why Friday is unlucky. The belief that Jesus was crucified on a Friday is one of those reasons, and Geoffrey Chaucer's decision to make everything bad happen on a Friday in his work, The Canterbury Tales. Whatever the origin, many people still shy away from that number entirely.
Yes, like if you've been in many large office buildings, they don't have a 13th floor oftentimes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, so I don't know. I don't really put too much stock into that, but now with that evidence, I'm scared.
I know, right? It goes back into deep history.
Right, yes. But are you nervous about tomorrow? Are you gonna be okay?
No, I'm gonna be okay.
Okay.
I'll be fine. I mean, even after reading all that, I'm not gonna put it all in one day.
Sure, sure.
We're gonna be fine.
It doesn't control us. That day
Exactly.
doesn't control us. Everything's good.
Mindfulness.
All right, fear of the number 13 is known as triskaidekaphobia. Nailed it.
You really did.
I did. All right, let's go into the next one. It's bad luck to open an umbrella indoors. I've heard of that, obviously. There are 2 different theories on this one. Some people suggest it started in ancient Egypt when umbrellas were designed in the likeness of the Egyptian goddess of sky. Her name was Nut. I think they could have come up with a better name than that, but it was therefore sacred and reserved for nobility. Opening an umbrella indoors went against its natural purpose and so could be considered an insult to the god of sun. Most historians, however, trace the belief back to Victorian times when the clumsy opening mechanism of the metal spokes would be a legitimate indoor hazard.
Makes sense.
You could poke your eye out.
Understandable.
Right. Now
Yeah.
they're so fancy. Now umbrellas open on their own. It's all good. But yeah, I mean, these things we've been told so often, I feel like if you do see somebody open an umbrella inside, you're like, oh, don't do that.
I know, it's like ingrained in
Right.
you. And they are kind of a scary weaponry.
They are. They are. I keep them away from my children because
yeah.
they wield them, you know, and they don't care where they open
Like
them.
you said, like shoot an eye out. Okay, why do
Careful.
we always say God bless a sneeze? Well, saying God bless you has its origins in the Middle Ages, and it's associated with the Black Plague. Sneeze was a sign that the soul was trying to escape the body because sneezes often preceded much more serious illness. By offering a blessing, the hope was that God would spare the person the illness and their soul could remain with their body just a little bit longer.
Oh, that's terrifying, especially when you have like a 10-day sneeze or a 10-second sneeze, and you just keep sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. Back in the old days, people would have put you under.
Very, very true. How many
You
God
know?
bless yous do you give? Like, do you give like 2, and if someone keeps sneezing, you're just like, okay, like, good luck?
Oh, no, I'm a continuous God bless you. God bless you, bless you.
Okay.
And then if I forget to bless them, like my son, James will be like, you didn't bless me.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm sorry, God bless you.
You only get one.
Yeah. Right. But I'll usually just say, bless you, bless you.
Yeah. Well, that's sweet of you.
Yeah, all right.
like
Well,
it.
you heard it here. He only gives one. So. All right, the next one is a broken mirror gives you 7 years of bad luck. I'm sure you've heard this. In ancient Greece, catabotromancy was the act of looking into a mirror to predict the future by analyzing someone's reflection. A distorted reflection meant he or she was likely to die, while a clear reflection meant they would live. The Romans later added a caveat to this superstition when they introduced the idea that people have 7-year alternating cycles of health and sickness, thus changing the meaning of a distorted image from outright death to just 7 years of ill health or misfortune.
Just 7.
Oh, Lord.
We'll be fine.
They were bored back then.
really were,
I
weren't
mean,
they?
ooh, It's grim.
That is really grim.
Yeah, but I mean, a broken mirror is hard to come across, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't really seen too many in my day, but I do remember my grandmother telling me about that one specifically.
She was like, avoid, or be careful and then dispose of it properly.
Yes. I always wonder why me and my brother are a little odd, and my mom would often read to us like Greek mythology books. Like we had all these kind of stories interwoven as like childhood stories. I need to find the books because I was showing them to my husband. He's like, you guys read those as kids? I'm like, we sure did.
You're thinking about the gods and
goddesses.
goddesses.
So I don't know. Anyway. All right, this next one.
Okay, a black cat crossing your path. We all know that's unlucky because back in the 14th century, the association between black cats and the devil was so prevalent that people allegedly believed they were causing the Black Death pandemic and even tragically exterminated them as a result. Oh, poor kitties. Later, when the 16th century hysteria over witchcraft was at its peak, suspicious Europeans associated black cats with so-called witches, believing them to be their familiars, and this notion spread all the way to America during the Salem witch trials.
Well, look at all those cute kitties. I had a black cat when I was little. Her name was Shadow. What was yours, Shadow?
Ashley.
Ashley.
We had all human names for all our pets.
Oh, I love that.
But at Halloween, I only believe this because at Halloween we had to bring Ashley in because there were mean kids all over the neighborhood that would hurt black cats just on Halloween.
Really?
So, like, always protect your shadow.
Oh my gosh.
I know,
Poor
girl.
Ashley.
We're ending on another dark note. I mean, the whole segment has been, but keep those black cats protected on the 31st.
All right, good to know. All right, what superstitions do you believe in? Do you find them all silly, or do you have a few that you swear by? Let us know on our Facebook page, and we'll reveal them on tomorrow's show, which is Friday the 13th.
Well, there we go.
Ooh. All right.